90-day Fiancé's Suwan is currently undergoing a series of comprehensive medical examinations at the hospital following her recent health-related issues and the devastating loss she has experienced. Reality television personality Suwan, who rose to fame on the popular show 90-Day Fiancé, is expecting her first child with her husband David Toborowski. The couple has relocated to Thailand, where Annie is currently undergoing a series of medical examinations and tests in preparation for the arrival of their bundle of joy. Annie, who recently celebrated her 32nd birthday, was only 24 years old when she crossed paths with David, who was double her age at the time. Considering his advanced age, he displayed a complete lack of enthusiasm towards the idea of starting a family. David, in addition, was a devoted father to 3 adult children, and even had grandchildren of his own. Meanwhile, Annie was deeply interested in the idea of legally adopting both her brother and cousin's sister and bringing them to live with her in the United States. Things changed very rapidly, with Annie now being 6 months pregnant and eagerly awaiting the arrival of her little one. Annie is currently residing outside of the United States. She and David recently flew off to her home country after revealing that Annie had been dealing with some health issues and had just suffered a significant personal loss. Now there's a recently released and highly anticipated brand new health update available for all users to download and install on their devices. Annie appears to have come across a novel health issue subsequent to her visit to Pattaya. Ella publicó un video de si misma caminando por el pasillo de un hospital, mostrando su rutina diaria y compartiendo su experiencia con sus seguidores en las redes sociales. Annie mentioned that the medical professional expressed concerns about her weight, describing her as overweight, and proceeded to request a glucose tolerance test. The doctor wanted to perform a thorough examination to determine whether Annie was suffering from diabetes or not. Ella tuvo que hacerse análisis de sangre en 3 ocasiones, una vez en ayunas a las 8 de la mañana, seguido por 2 pruebas más a las 9 de la mañana y a las 10 de la mañana. Meanwhile, David continued to reassure her, repeatedly emphasizing how wonderful she looked, and adamantly insisting that she was not overweight in the slightest. Annie está embarazada gracias a un tratamiento de fertilización in vitro. Ella ha tenido que lidiar con el síndrome de ovario poliquístico durante toda su vida, y dado que David se sometió a una vasectomía, a la perja le resultó difícil concebir por sus propios medios. Given that their upcoming baby is considered a true miracle, David is taking additional precautions to ensure that his wife is provided with the utmost comfort and care. However, in the month of November in the year 2024, Annie shared the devastating and heart-wrenching news of the passing of her beloved grandmother. Apart from the profound emotional turmoil that her grandma's passing may have caused her, Annie also had to confront the excruciating backache that plagued her. Annie's backache was so intense and debilitating that she found herself unable to even rise from bed in the morning. David had thoughtfully purchased a sturdy belt for her to provide essential support and relief to her lower back. However, there seems to be a significant reason why David and Annie ultimately decided that giving birth in Thailand would be a more favorable and advantageous choice for her overall well-being and the future of their growing family. Annie está esperando con ansias la llegada de su pequeña hija para el mes de marzo del año 2025. This implies that Annie will reside in Thailand for the majority of the upcoming year. However, at this moment, Annie finds herself facing the imminent and daunting threat of diabetes, which adds to her list of concerns. Nuestra opinión sobre Annie Suwan compartiendo actualizaciones de salud durante todo el embarazo. Annie still hasn't disclosed the results of her blood tests to determine if she has elevated levels of glucose, but it is a matter that she must pay close attention to. Annie might now decide to make a conscious effort to adopt a more nutritious diet with reduced sugar intake, in order to ensure that she is in optimal health when the baby arrives. Annie is feeling extremely thrilled and overjoyed about the prospect of soon becoming a mother. David, who had never envisioned himself dealing with diaper changes at the age of 60, is eagerly anticipating the moment when he will finally be able to cradle his newborn daughter in his loving arms. Justo como David y Annie, los seguidores de su programa de televisión, 90-Day Fiancé, también están ansiosos por conocer al bebé mientras continúan recibiendo actualizaciones periódicas a través de Instagram.